What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you a video that I am recording at nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna have to be just a little bit quieter than usual, and hopefully you can hear me over the sound of this actually quite large truck. This is a ZIL or ZIL, whatever, however it's pronounced, whatever you want to call it, and it's actually a pretty big truck. It's more like a farm truck, I guess you could say. I mean, obviously it's got hay bales in the back, but it's more like a transport truck, farm truck, kind of commercial truck. One of the more realistic trucks in spin tires, or at least as far as that you can get mod-wise in spin tires. Now, that doesn't mean it's necessarily slow, though. It's actually quite quick for a truck its size, and I would say it's right up there with the MAZ. It's way faster than the Kraz. I would say way faster than the Kraz. This versus the Kraz in a drag race, this would obliterate the Kraz. They'll wipe the floor with it, but it's got a decent amount of power. It's not, you know, your death road climber or anything like that, and it's also not very good at getting up inclines like this because of the fact that it can't get any grip at all at the front end. It is horrible for getting grip at the front end. Now, I've never actually tried taking it across the river before. I'm hoping it'll actually make it. And there's actually a little spot out here where there's some land that you can actually use to get it across. Let's see if we can actually get it. Yeah, no problem. So it can forward... Whoa, well, maybe not. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. We're floating. Oh, crap. Well, shit, we've done that wrong. Oh, God, look, you can see under the water. Or you could, at least for a second. Okay, yeah, that's not gone well. Help. We need a little bit of a rescue here. That hasn't gone quite properly. There we go. Some trace of land. Some trace of land, like, to actually use. But I was trying to actually earlier, because I know you guys were trying to get me to do a trailer towing video with the 14-wheeler, and I was trying to set that up, and there are some trailers that it will pull and some trailers that it won't pull, and I was trying to get it to pull this really big trailer, and it just wasn't having it. Like, the code and the vehicle and the trailer wouldn't cooperate. They wouldn't work with each other. Are you serious? It pulled me right into the tide. Wow. That's actually decently powerful. Jeez. But, so yeah, the code was being a little wonky. The code was, honestly, it was kind of fighting with me. And the code, pretty much all of it was kind of fighting with me. So I'll get back to it and see if I can make that thing work. Because, I mean, I legitimately think that if I could get that thing to work with a really heavy trailer, it could pull it up Mount Chiliad straight away. Like, no problem. Did I just say Mount Chiliad? I did. I've been playing too much GTA. I've been playing way too much GTA lately. Good grief. But no, straight up the death road. It would eat the death road, even with a trailer. I would be willing to bet money that it would eat the death road alive. Even if it had a trailer on it, it would destroy the death road. Like, no contest at all. Death road, done with a trailer. And if I can make it work, I would actually like to take that one, like, missile trailer that you guys, I think, have seen before, maybe a while back. I would like to see if I can get it to pull that thing up the death road. I almost said Mount Chiliad again. God! But no, I'd like to see if I can get the thing to pull it up the death road, because if it can do that, that would be, like, the craziest thing to ever make it to the top of the death road. I've already tried to see if this thing can make it up it, like, just to see if it even had a chance. And that's actually, look at that suspension working. That's a well-done suspension. But anyway, just to see if this thing could actually get anywhere close to going up the death road, what I actually did was I kind of took it up the first hill, kind of just the first obstacle, just to see what it could do, or see if it was any kind of possibility for it, and it wasn't really having it, to be honest. It wasn't really going to go for it. It didn't really... It was going to go for it, but the grip at the front was just so bad that there was no way it was going to do it. There was no way it was going to get the grip it needed, or be able to put down the power that it needed to put down. And it's also, honestly, it's a bit wide to try and take it up the death road, because there have been other wide vehicles that have gone up the death road, like the K5 Rock Crawler and cars like that. But the thing is, those are wide in terms of being wide with their suspensions. Like, they have tires that can handle that, suspensions that can handle that. This has road tires, you know, usual truck tires, and a semi-off-road suspension, which isn't really what you want when you're trying to cope with extreme off-roading like the Death Road. I mean, this thing, it does decently well, but it's not on the level that it would need to be to take on something like the Death Road. I mean, the Death Road is quite a challenge. I know that I've gotten a lot of cars up before, some realistic, some silly, but it's honestly, in the more realistic vehicles, it's quite a challenge, and in some of them, it's just nothing to be messed with. It really is just nothing to be messed with, in especially big trucks like this. I just noticed there's a hitch on the back. I wonder if this can actually pull stuff. That'd be cool if it could. If it could actually pull trailers, that'd be really cool. Just to be, oh no. No, 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 no. I am not going to let this truck get beached on it. No way. Come on. Come on. Come on, power. Yes. There you go. There you go. But honestly, you know what this reminds me of, though, is one of the trucks from the, one of the newest Top Gear episodes where they all have to get trucks. The newest Top Gear special where they all have to get trucks and go to build a bridge over the River Kwai. It's an incredible special. If you guys haven't seen it, absolutely go watch it because it is a brilliant special. And if you guys haven't seen it, you absolutely have to go see it. And driving this really reminds me of the trucks that they had in that episode. It was just awesome. Is this going to be too narrow for it to actually make it up? It might actually be. Come on, then. Oh, can you put your power down? No. Can you put your power down? No, absolutely no. Can't even back up. Jeez. What? No, there we go, there we go. Just had to work it a little bit. Just had to work it a little bit. Wonder if we can get up the other side. I'm going to stick it in low. We got the diff locked. We got the all-wheel drive. Sticking it on there. Maybe that's not to go. Oh, shit. That's a bad angle. Maybe, there we go. Switch the camera around. See if we can line it up properly. You have to actually do this realistically in this truck. There we go. Come on. Come on. I know you got this. I know you got this. There we go. There we go. And the nice thing about using some realistic vehicles from time to time is the fact that it reminds you that what you're doing in this game isn't actually easy stuff. You know, it reminds you that, yeah, this is difficult off-roading. And yeah, even though, you know, you got these mods that'll crawl over anything, it's nice to remind yourself sometimes that off-roading isn't actually that easy. You know, off-roading actually takes practice and technique and some skill, and you gotta kind of know what you're doing. And using vehicles like this, vehicles that are realistic and have realistic tendencies, really remind you of how real off-roading kind of works in a way, and it makes Spin Tires feel the way it was supposed to feel. It was intended to feel. I mean, it was intended to be a realistic off-roader, and, you know, I mean, that mud was meant to be hard to get out of. You know, that mud was meant to be hard for these trucks to get through, and it's nice to use a truck where it actually is hard to get through. And I know that might sound weird, you know, it might sound weird to enjoy using a vehicle that's deliberately harder to use than some of the other vehicles, but when you really get into it, you realize that that's where this game truly lies. That's where the core of this game truly lies, and you start to get to the bottom of this game, and you get to the heart of it, and that's when you really start to enjoy it. I mean, just plunging into this mud, and then just, you know, not knowing whether you're actually going to come out or not, and actually being able to get yourself into these off-roading situations, and then have to use, you know, actually use your brain to work your way out of them. Now, I've never taken it back here. I wonder how far it'll go, actually, before it gets stuck. Because the ground back here gets really soft. Come on. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, especially for the kind of truck we're driving. Have we've been stopped by a hill, or? Yeah, I think the bumper's caught. That's the thing, though, with this truck, is that bumper on the front can get caught real easily. Come on, see if you can get around the tree. Nah, it's going to just go straight into the rock. Straight into the rock. No way around that. Come on, give me some power. Come on. Yes, there we go. I mean, we're having to deal with some mud, but it's not terrible. Yeah, whoa. That's getting deep. I didn't expect that. Trying to not get stopped by anything. Going in that water might... I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if going in that water actually kills this thing or not. So I'm thinking it might be the downfall of this thing, but we'll see. Like, because that mud... The mud that's in the water is, like, extra sticky, and it can really, like... It can really ruin your day, actually. If you're in the wrong vehicle, it can really ruin your day. Although I'm really proud of this truck for getting this far. It's a hero for getting this far. It really, really is. Come on, you gonna get this? There, yes, maybe. Getting a little bit of grip. Stick it in low. I don't know. I have my doubts right now. For this truck, I kind of have my doubts, but we'll see. This truck is a fighter. I don't know if it's going to fight its way out of this one, though. Nah, it's not going to get it. Maybe if we cut the wheel really hard. Can you get any traction? Come on, praying for traction right now. Man, I don't think it's going to do it. It's just like making waves in this pond. Yeah, I think that's about where this truck has it. That's about where this truck has had it. But if you guys enjoyed this little mod spotlight, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. I almost started talking really loudly again, but I got to realize that it's after 1 a.m. and I got to be quiet. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed.